Hey Scorpio, welcome to your September. I had to think about that. September love and relationship reading. So we're already in September. Yesterday was the full moon. So let's see what's coming up for you in love and relationships. Oh, that one wants to come out. Two of staves, which is the two of wands. But this is about needing to make a decision, or you have made a decision. Gosh, sorry. Mercury retrograde messes with my talking, my speaking, my ability to use words wisely, clearly. Anyways, the two of wands. Needing to make a decision, or like I said, you've already made a decision and you're deciding to go in a new direction. What's that new direction? So we have the Four of Arrows, the Four of Swords, which is about resting, taking a break. Maybe you're taking a break from a relationship, from love. Yeah, it could be a person. The Prince of Coins, Knight of Pentacles would be like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, or just someone who's a little bit slow in terms of just, yeah, it's kind of stressful for you. I feel like you've been stressed out about someone not taking action or taking very slow action. You're worried that they don't want to take a leap of faith with you. Yeah, zero innocence. This is the Fool. Taking a leap of faith, trusting. So it's either like I think what's happening is the fear that's coming up in you is you're afraid that they don't want, either they've pulled back or they just like to take things slow, or their nature is a little bit more, like I said, contained. Slow and steady wins the race. They're not quick to, I don't know, like the feeling of it is, I don't want to say they're not quick to commitment, because I feel like they're a solid, committed person. They're showing up as the Knight of Pentacles would mean someone who thinks about what they're doing before they choose to commit to it, which is good, right? It's being practical and smart. And I feel like maybe it's because there's just fear of not being chosen because of the way it's playing out. Taking a break, you feel like they're taking a break, or you're pulling back and you're pulling away, when really what you want to do is jump towards this, but there's something that's stressing you out about the pace of it. The Five of Wands could be, it's competition, and the Ten of Swords is a painful ending. I feel like you don't want to compete for their attention, and possibly you have to, or yeah, that's what it feels like. You don't want to have to compete for their attention, whether their attention is on other people or it's on money, career, a job, family. There's something about having to compete for their attention, and that's why it's having you pull back. Again, they could just be very career focused because they're showing up as the Knight of Coins. And I also want to just remind you, this is a knight and not a king. So, a prince and not a king. So that means maybe they're not ready for yet. They haven't like stepped into their king status yet. But we have the Ten of Arrows, which is a painful ending. Perhaps they are going through a painful ending. Yeah, Seven of Cups is about fantasy, daydreaming, having a lot of options. It does feel like they are just like having too much going on in their head and their world. Or that could be you also, but it feels more like them. Judgment. Yeah, I feel like they're being called. And also you, I feel like you're being also called to like check yourself and be like, okay, is this a connection that's good for me? Should I stay in this, right? That judgment call is showing the universe if you're going to settle for the same old thing. Am I going to settle for someone who's not willing to commit to me, who's not yet in his king status, who's not ready for the things that I'm ready for? Or, am I going to, I don't know what I just said. Am I going to settle for that? Is that what I said? Or am I going to show the universe I'm ready for something new? And the other thing I was going to say was they're also being asked, to step up and as judgment, like you're mirroring each other. Like this person's being asked by the universe in whatever way it's showing up through this relationship, I suppose, to have an awakening, to show the universe, like, it's judgment day. Are you going to choose what is good for you to do? Are you going to choose to empower yourself? Or are you going to choose to stay small? Are you going to choose to not commit, to not, to have like, there's too many not that. I'm trying to think of like a thing to say that doesn't make any sense. Oh my gosh, I swear, I can't wait for Mercury retrograde to be over. Just another 3 weeks. 9 of Wands. So 9 of Wands is feeling like the wounded warrior. You've been through a battle. I feel like this has been a long-term back and forth thing. Page of Swords, it's definitely a lesson you're having to learn through this relationship. Page of Swords would be about studying, observing, learning something new. This is something you guys are both having to learn through this relationship. The 8 of Wands, about manifestation. I feel like what you're learning is, and the 8 of Cups. That's funny. 8-8 came out, and 8s have been coming up a lot today for me. But the 8 of Wands is about manifestation. You're learning how to manifest what you actually desire, putting your energy and focus towards what you actually want, instead of just settling for the same old thing, settling for what's in front of you. And then we also have the 8 of Cups, which is walking away. And you're also learning how to walk away from something that doesn't serve you. And that, they're learning the same thing. But this is about you, You always want to make it about you, because everyone has free will. We can't control what other people do. So all you can do is control how you react, behave towards this person in this relationship. And if you're ready for a commitment and you're emotionally available and open and are communicating that and are clear about your, what you want, and they're not on your same page, I don't know why we do this to ourselves, where we choose to like stay and think like, oh, well, maybe they'll come around, or maybe they'll be ready in, this amount of time. Believe their actions, so if they're not committing, if they're not willing to step up and be the leader, be the king, then maybe they're not for you. The world, seek completion. It feels like this is like a happy completion. So we did have a painful ending, right? Painful completion, an ending of a cycle that did come through earlier with the 10 of Swords, and that can just be like a way of thinking, beliefs around what's happening, anything that didn't need to be there, that dying off, right? But this would be a completion in terms of feeling enlightened, feeling whole again, feeling like you've come to an agreement. It feels like mutually deciding with each other, like, hey, maybe we're just not compatible. Maybe it's time to go our separate ways, and coming to an end here. Something's coming to, some kind of long-term relationship is coming to an end, because it hasn't been going anywhere. One person hasn't been ready to commit, or has been, seeing other people, or their energy has just been elsewhere when it comes to money, career, business. They haven't been willing to step up and really take charge, take the initiative, and there's been some pain. Maybe there has been the painful ending already, but you're still maybe energetically holding on, so you're kind of looking to see, like, what should I do? Should I move on? I feel like the universe is telling you to move on. Even if you were to come back to this person again in the future, they need to be, and you need to be in a new transformed space, a new whole complete space, before you can come back together again. Or unless you guys both do this at the same time, and then you can keep going together. But it feels like, look, judgment again. It feels like you guys need to separate in order for this to happen. Judgment. It's both of you choosing yourselves and choosing, like, I'm choosing my awakening. I'm choosing my best self to emerge. And if you're not bringing that out in each other, what is the point of staying in the relationship, If you feel stuck and stagnant, if you are having to play small, or pretend like if you have to settle, Jesus, I can't talk. This has been happening to me today. Yeah, the 4 of Cups. See, this is how I feel like the energy is toward you're not happy with it, and I think it's both of you, but one I feel is more content than the other. Whoever's watching this video, I feel you, Scorpio, or if you're the cross watcher, whoever's watching it, I feel like the other person is more content only because their focus is elsewhere. Your focus is on, this is kind of shitty. I want and deserve more. Yeah. So you're being empowered by the universe, you know, that judgment call. You need to make a judgment call here. King of Swords, communicate. And the Magician, create something new. Stand in your power, set boundaries. This is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, if that's relevant. But it could just be someone who's emotionally detached. I feel like this is what it's asking you to do, is to embody your masculine energy, whether you're male or female, communicate, set boundaries, and walk away. Stand in your power. Be emotionally detached as well. Emotionally detach yourself from the situation, because it's got you a little bit in your, it's causing some anxiety and some stress and worry for you. Ow. And then the Magician is, you have the ability to create what it is you actually desire. Again, with the infinity symbol and the 8s, you know, you have a powerful, potent energy portal right now to manifest what you actually desire. But first you have to let go of what is not. See, unrequited love. You have to let go of unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. See, exactly what I was saying. So that way, if you let go of this one, you can allow and make space for the one that is requited. Heart-to-heart conversations. Yeah, there has to be a conversation. So you guys need to talk to each other about what's going on. Just be honest. And again, I feel like it's going to end in a way that's mutual. It's, what do they call it? What's the hip thing to say now? Consciously uncoupling. So yeah, you know, not always the best thing you want to hear in a reading, but if that's what you came here for the reading for, to get some clarity and answers, and this is picking up on your situation, I hope this was helpful. It feels like it's something you're ready to hear, something that you guys both are willing to face and take the next step towards you guys both being fulfilled, right? So, all right, what do we have here? Ooh, how pretty. You are entering a deeply emotional time in which you ponder the deeper spiritual questions of life. This is a time of self-discovery that deepens your connection to Mother Earth, your friends, and family. At times, your emotions may overflow, but this is a good thing, for these precious moments bring a great gift of healing. So lots of healing, lots of emotions possibly coming up. That's why we have heart-to-heart conversations. And it's really just because you're feeling like, you know, your needs are not being met in the relationship. All right. Well, if you would like your own reading or energy healing session or coaching session or a combination of those with me, you can click on the link below, see all the services I offer. Once you purchase your session, I'll send you my calendar with the day and time, or so you can schedule the day and time. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Bethany Empowers. Both have the same username. What else? Check out my new intention and mantra journals that I have available on Etsy. The link is below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe here on YouTube. I appreciate you guys so much. And I will see you again soon. All right, bye.